documentary, that's a guarantee. Talk to me, numbers never lie, add it up.
Yo guys, hi. So, do you really think startups are easy? Are you really struggling in your entrepreneurial journey? Do you really need hand-holding in your startup? So here you are. I am Sawant, aka Chaotic Sammy, presenting you Founder File 16. Thank you, sir, for giving me your time. So here we have Mr. Nilesh, sir. So, sir, uh, please introduce yourself and the business what you are doing.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for having me. Well, my name is Nilesh Sawant and I'm a founder, president and group CEO of a company called the Fifth House E-commerce. We run 3 brands under this entity. One is a content platform, one is an apparel platform and one is a cars platform. That's the 3 platforms that we run. So it's India's first content to commerce ecosystem that we're into.
Is there anybody who inspired you in your life or business?
I think Steve Jobs has been one of the biggest inspiration, if you really ask. I think whatever he has designed at Apple, I think today Apple is reaping its benefits, being the world's most valuable company.
Definitely.
So he was the man who always told, start thinking where others stop thinking, and that was the ethos at all the 3 brands that we have, even if I talk of MW TV or if I talk of MW Closet or even if I talk of Motowares, all 3 brands have a same ethos, start thinking where others stop thinking, right? So if I have to drill down a bit more and double click on this, at MW Closet, which is our apparel brand, nobody thought of marrying cars and apparels together, right? Everybody had a separate apparel brand and then a separate car brand, but we are the first in the country to have apparels for motoring enthusiasts, right?
Wow.
So let's say if you love Mercedes and tomorrow you become a CEO, CXO of your own company or you're heading some other company, right? You cannot wear a Mercedes-Benz logo and go to work,
Yeah, definitely.
right? Because you need to represent your own company, right? But you love your car, right?
Yes.
You love your brand, right? That is how we married your liking for cars and your liking for fabric together. So all our designs that we have in apparels, they talk to certain nuanced audience, which is people like you, people like me, people like others out there who love their machines, right? So the moment you love your machines, you need to showcase that love through your fabric. So all our designs that we have launched, we are calling them engineered prints, right? Where we have on one section of the t-shirt, from helm to bottom, something curated around cars.
So it's customized fully.
It's customized fully, absolutely right.
Wow, great.
Yeah. So start thinking where others stop thinking.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So for that period of I think 2-3 years, there was actually nothing to do because there were very minuscule launches happening. There were very minuscule people wanting to go and purchase something, right? It was only after the first wave got over that people stepped out of the house and they started buying stuff, and then that's how things started rolling back, right? So that was, I would say, definitely a challenging period for a company which was just formed to create content for people. People were consuming content, not that they were not consuming content, but there has to be input to give an output, and my input was cars, right? So if the brands around me are not releasing cars or they are not having those cars for people like us to review them and give feedback, then that was a challenging time. They're pivoting to apparel brand, right? We launched our apparel brand itself. So one of the biggest challenges there was we did not want people to think this was a rip-off of a content company, right? So we had to establish 2 independent brands, though connected with the motoring legacy, still independent.
Oh,
right?
so your apparel brand was a breakthrough of that.
Yes, it was.
Is there any moment of time like you feel like अभी ये नहीं हो पाएगा, अभी छोड़ दो, अभी बहुत हो गया loss? That type of situation was came?
See, honestly, if I have to look at it, and on the days when you feel ki, shit, yaar, what are you doing? I always go back to the book called Jobs.
Wow.
Right? Steve was thrown out of his own company.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and when he came back, we all know what he created, right? So on days that you feel that you are going down or things are not working or things are going south, you want them to go north, you just take one step back, think through, repolish few things and then step out, right? You will always have this curves going up and down.
Yeah.
It's all about ECG, right?
Yeah.
If you look at in ECG meter, right?
Yes.
If it's flat, what does it indicate?
Nothing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. So it has to go up, it has to come down, it has to go up, it has to come down.
Yeah.
Right. Till what last month, Apple was the most valuable company. Right now, it is again Google. Right. Google lost that
So it will
plot
be
in
like
2018.
down or down.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
Every
that's a
month.
part of life, part of work. हर दिन हर बॉल पे छक्के मारोगे तो किससे
Understood.
चलेगा?
What was the first turning point or breakthrough in your life or company?
Okay. So when we started off, right, we were a bunch of young people, unknown in the industry. People did not know us. Industry did not know us because we were pivoting from what we were actually doing professionally, right?
So you're coming into new space.
We have come into new space, right?
Wow.
And
It's a bold step.
correct. And one of the biggest challenge was convincing the brands that we can do it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nobody will hand you over a 1 crore car just because you are saying you can do it. Correct? So we had to go through months of calls, speaking to the PR team, speaking to the management, hey, we can do it, why don't you hand over that car to us, right? It actually took us 6 months to get the first car. And then when that first car happened, when that review happened, then there was a lineup of cars, right? Same philosophy or same things we saw in our apparel brand, right? When we launched the apparel brand, for first few weeks, there was nothing. Because trust is the biggest thing in business.
You have to create advertising, trust.
Correct. You may spend
marketing.
lakhs on advertising, but if people don't trust it, they will not buy.
Absolutely. And then if no trust, yours or inventory is there.
Correct, right? So let's say if you have to have Apple launches, let's say a 1 lakh phone, would you go and buy?
I will see for the quality. If they make me trust about the product, I'll buy it.
Correct, correct. The word is trust, right?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time to build trust, whether you're building content or whether you're building a product, right?
Apple is not a product. Apple is a legacy.
Apple is a legacy. Now it's a legacy. So 50 odd years of legacy is what they have, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, the breakthrough actually came when people started trusting. I felt just because people trust me because I make great content, they will trust me because I'm making a great product. No, right? That same consumer may not buy my product because he was trusting a different ecosystem. For him to trust this ecosystem, I have to do things differently, right? So breakthrough came actually when my first product got sold. Even there, when the first review came out, and even here when the first product got sold.
So what was the year when the first product got sold?
So we launched the apparel brand last year, and it took us again a month and a half to sell the first product in the consumer.
So how much percent growth from first product to now?
So those days we did 1 product a day after we sold the first product. Today we do 50 products a day,
Wow.
right? Because we are priced at, our apparel started around
So
7,500.
you're doing 1,500 plus products in a month.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. You are making each and every new products for each.
Yes.
Interesting. So if you get an opportunity to go back in time and fix one of your greatest problems today, so what it could be?
So I think I waited for 20 years to start my company.
So you're till then a job.
Correct. So I should have done this 10 years ago. Yeah. So if I'd have worked for 10 years and then said, now let's do it, probably I would have more brands. Yeah. So, but I said, okay, let me work ek aur saal, let me learn this, let me learn this, let me learn this. But I realized learning can happen when you are on the other side of the ship as well.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of waiting for 20 years, getting at the title and then saying, okay, So my understanding was, now because I have a CEO title and now I start my own company, people will come to me easily, right? Because I waited for the title to come to me before quitting the job, right? So when I understood that I have a CEO title, now let me jump. When I came to the other side, they said, okay, you are CEO here, correct? That does not entitle me to trust your product, right? So that was the biggest learning. So I said, "Arey yaar, iske pehle main kar leta to अच्छा हो जाता."
So is there any type of craziest risk you have taken in your life or business?
My apparel brand.
Alright.
Everybody out there in the industry knows that when it comes to talking about luxury, when it comes to talking about luxury cars, this is the person to go to. I said, let's do it. Then we'll figure out.
That was a crazy risk.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you what, Steve Jobs always said, customers never know what they want. You have to tell them what they want.
Yeah, in around 5 or 6, he had launched that phone which nobody think of he will do.
Okay, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I did not know A of apparel when I was launching an apparel brand. Okay, I did not know difference of yarn and fabric.
You see your competitor also.
I did not study the competition also. I said, not needed. I'm launching this. I'll tell people you need to buy this.
That was a mad risk. Is there any type of like, if you have to give a movie title to your full entrepreneurial journey of 25 years, what it would be?
I would say, Zindagi na milegi dobara.
Wow.
Just go for it. Trust your instincts and go for it.
So now we are playing a rapid fire. So do you prefer work from home or work from office?
Work from office?
Gen Z employees or manual employees?
Both.
AI tools or human creativity?
Both.
Are you a risk player or safe player?
Risk player?
Are you a strict boss or a friendly boss?
Actually, my team is my boss.
So what you're doing? As a friend,
They don't consider me boss, that's the problem.
so you don't take you seriously.
They don't take me seriously. जैसे ये पागल आ गया रोज सुबह उठ के आ जाता है घर से अकल देते इसको इधर आ जाता है.
Sir, if you get a chance, if you want to, like mentor or handle somebody like in my age to start the same type of business, so you will do it?
Of course, why not? Absolutely fine.
You first do the interview.
So I think what I really look for is passion in the person.
Absolutely, you
Rest
should have
of
discipline
skills.
in it.
Yeah. See, so typically you get two things on the table. One is skill and one is will. Right? Skill can be trained over a period of time. Will is something the person has to bring to the table. That I'm willing to learn something new. I'm willing to unlearn something first. I'm willing to relearn later. Right? So that willingness of unlearn, learn, and relearn is very, very important when I look at taking anybody on board. Because skills, we know you can pick up on the fly. Yeah, as you spend time in the business, as you spend time in your function, as you spend time with your team, right? Skill comes. But first is willingness. Am I willing to get up every single day and show up? And that's very, very important.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm passionate.
Yeah.
So thank you, sir, for
Thank you.
giving
Thank
me
you
your
for having
time.
me.
Comment down below which industry you prefer. So I will bring that type of industry person in my channel to get you hand holding.